What do an old broom handle, an RC truck, some rocks in the woods all have in common? Stick around and I'll show you. So yesterday I thought it might be kind of fun to go to Big Dog Hobby Shop. Just take the 4 kids up there and we'll bash around on the track and maybe play on the rocks with the stuff. The resulting carnage was kind of ugly. I was too busy trying to keep track of 4 vehicles and 4 kids, and what we ended up with was front wheel is broken off of that'll need repaired, and they bent the pin and broke the clip that holds that in. The buggy, no, it's got a bent shock and the servo mount is missing screws. So the servo, it doesn't steer right now and it kind of leans hard to one side. And I dropped a drive shaft on the bug and stripped a spur gear on the Tundra. So lots of carnage that I've got to get repaired. Today is a little bit of repair day to try to get some of that stuff fixed. And I also got some parts to do a little bit of upgrade to the bug. I got some high clearance knuckles and stuff like that, and under overdrive gears for the front, or overdrive gears for the front right there. So I'm going to overdrive the front end, put the high steer knuckles in the front. So that's what's going on today. Hopefully I can get all this done this week, because next week I got a business trip and I'm not going to have any time to work on anything. So I got to get it all done now before the comp. Today, going to be building a transmission for the bug. It's all plastic geared. If you remember, it was a stock transmission I threw in there, and part of upgrading it before the next comp, I'm going to build a new transmission. I have gotten a place to order some full metal gears from, heavy duty output shafts, and the whole, these are full metal with a metal spur gear and upgraded metal internals, the whole deal. All right. It's ready to be reinstalled into the vehicle. Metal drive shafts, metal gears, all metal. Metal. Should be noisy going down the road. Another thing I have to do for a tough truck now is waterproof the servos. So now this one's just going to wait until the CVDs for the front steering I ordered them. They're just not here yet. So once those come, I'll put those in and put the cage back on, and we'll be ready to go. Pretty cool. So the next thing we need to do in preparation for the competition is this motor needs clean and stripped of spur gear during practice session. So I'm going to drop the transmission in the Tundra and repair all that stuff. It's always just easier to drop the transmission out than it is to try to undo all your shafts and everything like that. You just pop the transmission, and once you undo those, the transmission will just lift right out. Disconnect our motor. Place the whole truck out of the way. I'm going to clean the motor out with some of the Cow RC motor cleaner. We'll be cleaning it out with that because I know it's got junk in it. It was running hot last time I ran it. And I really don't want to, yeah, I can see dirt coming out of it just by shaking it. I don't want to ruin this Holmes Hobbies motor. It's a good motor, and with a little bit of care, should last forever. So I'm just going to pop out the springs. Pop the springs that hold the brushes. I'm just going to double check them, pull them out, look for burn marks or wear. Make sure they're good, and then I'm just going to use this to clean it out. I'm going to hold it over the garbage can, which you don't need to see that. But in there good. All the black runs out, and I just kind of keep spraying it until it comes out clean looking. Kind of wipe these brushes off a little bit. After you use that cleaner degreaser, you have to make sure that you oil your bearings back up on the motor, because that'll strip the oil right out of them. Kind of like changing the oil. If you had a full-size real truck, you'd want to change the oil in it before you ran it. Same idea. We're just tearing it down, cleaning it up, and putting it back together again. Can you see how much that gear moves? I'm going to crack this guy open and see what it looks like inside. Yep, sure enough. This bearing right in here, that race is all gone. And what I thought was a spur gear stripping, it's hard to see. You can't see on the camera there, but the bearings have come out inside the transmission. See all that? That is bearing powder that went through the gears and ground up part of my gears there. It probably means that I had my motor too tight. Thankfully, I think these Robinson Racing gears are tough enough. Even though they got a little damage, I think they're going to be fine. Can't afford to buy more gears, so I'm going to run them anyway. Ta-da! Dave is here.
Yes, I have saved the day, bringing Ryan his bearings.
Yay! Bearings so we can build transmission. Yay! Alright, Dave came to my rescue and brought some bearings down from our local hobby shop, and I have reassembled the entire transmission after some rigorous cleaning and new bearings in it. Everything is greased up again and lubed up, and it's ready to do some trail running. Be ready to comp and go win some competitions, I hope. With the Tundra all put back together, I wanted to showcase another Speedwagon little scale goodie. Right there at the end of my finger is a Speedwagon Lexan oil pan. It's a little hard to see. Try to get some light on it. That goes right under the truck, gives you a little bit of scale coolness. Mine's painted black with a silver dot for the drain cap. Kind of like my mirrors. It's like, doesn't really help performance at all, but it's pretty cool. Those are made to fit on a Wraith or an SCX10. They can be sealed up so you can put a BEC or a small receiver inside of them and seal them up that way if you want to. And they're just a cool little goodie that you can pick up from Speedwagon's website. Today I'm going to attempt to make a mount for my little, it's a Swan Freestyle camera. pretty much the same size as a GoPro, but it was half the cost, so that's why I ended up getting it. Video quality is okay. As you've seen, a lot of the wide-angle video that's been shot is shot with this little camera. Has a removable viewfinder, has a waterproof box I can put on it, has a laser tracking system. So if you see a red dot in the video, that's that laser tracking, so I don't have to try to guess where it's going. Wherever the laser dot is, that's where it's shooting. But one of the things I wanted to do is I want to shoot video down low when we're driving the trucks. And so today I'm going to attempt to make a camera mount for that. I'm going to be mounting this. I'm not going to mount it all the way at the bottom. I want a little bit of protection if I bang it, you know, if I bang my stick. Yeah, if I do that. Let me just break some crap here. In case I'm walking and I hit the ground, I don't want the camera to hit first. So this is going to mount on here like this. That way I can walk along. So these come with a sticky 3M removable whatever on there that's pretty heavy duty. But I might still put a screw in it to hold it. Yeah, I think it's going to need a screw in there because it can kind of flex. Alright, so I'm just going to drill a little hole in here. Just drilling a pilot hole. Much better. Uh-oh. Screw head's in the way and it's stripped. I can't go in any tighter with it. Crank this down tight so it can't move around. Alright, now this thing came with a remote. Supposed to be able to push the button and record. Push the button and oh, I guess there's a stop button. Gotta press the stop button. Sweet. This has got a clip on it so I can clip it to my pocket or my jacket or whatever. And I can hold the camera up. Hey, we're recording. Cool. Shut it off. Awesome. Gonna mount it on here. Alright, I'm gonna try out this camera, see how it works. Let's see if we can find the dog. It'll be a good test subject. Push my remote. Video from low. What are you doing, doggy? Here, come here. And he's afraid of the camera. Look at that. Run scared, puppy! And stop. Cool. I think I might try to put a like a handle on there to hold so that my wrist is not bent at a funny angle all the time, but I think that'll work for videotape and RCs. Let's throw a battery in the Tundra and go try it out. Alright, I'm going to try out this camera mount. I wonder if I can hold it and drive. That's what we're going to attempt to do here. See if I can kind of do two things at once. And you're going to have to excuse the dog. He's crazy. Alright, we're gonna go see how that turned out, I guess. Might be cool. Or it might suck. Who knows? Ha ha ha! He's like, first, we gotta warm up. Exercise it out. He's like, all right, now stretch out your arm. All right. And he's like, okay, that's your warm-up move. Ready? All right. And then he's like, let's move on to something a little harder. Fishing. Okay, first move again. All right. So he did a whole series. It was hunting and fishing. That was just that. Like he's like, open a beer, drink it. Fish. All right. Reel once. All right. It was awesome.